I'm Lexie Saffer. I'm the Library Services Manager at the University of Salford. I manage a large team of about 30 people when we're fully staffed, and we run all the library spaces, so run all the library counters, all the incoming queries, people borrowing books and equipment and laptops. We are open 24/7 in one of our buildings, and we have a couple of other library spaces as well. So it's quite a big, busy service. So now you know a little bit about me. I've been asked to do a quick, short video about my career and how I arrived here. And I understand that you're missing out on work experience with the current situation. So hopefully what I can tell you will give you a bit of insight into how a career path might go. I started off working in retail about 20 years ago, which is quite customer focused. And from there, I made my way through to call centre or customer service as it was at the time, and then managing contact centre teams. And then I went from there to social housing, where I did 13 years at different housing organisations. And then I ended up here at the university, having never worked in higher education before. So it's quite a different range of sectors, but the one thing that links it all is customer service. At the moment, what we are driving our teams to deliver is an amazing student experience. So that's a common thread. So before I worked at the university, I was in housing. I managed teams of people in housing to work with tenants and community organisations, make sure people's homes were at the right standard, and there is a lot of customer contact in that role. And I did my HNC and foundation degree in housing at the University of Salford in the very library where I now work. And then it was a chance thing really. I saw a job being shared on LinkedIn from one of my housing contacts. He's now my manager. I've been at my current role 2 years, but I wasn't looking for something outside of housing. I was just in the market to be full-time and doing a management role again. And I had a little bit of a break while I was in the 13 years of housing. I went part-time, I set up a business, I did face painting and glitter. I also promoted other services such as websites. So I had a bit of experience outside of working directly for someone, which was really invaluable in terms of giving me confidence that I could tackle big projects. Before I worked in housing, I was with a really big telecoms company at a call centre, and that is something that I look back on and think the skills and some of the experience that I gained there are still helping me now. So I was exposed to a lot of new IT. Mobile internet came into being while I was there. I worked on a team that dealt with processing pack numbers, because being able to keep your number and change on a pay-as-you-go phone was not something that you could do before that. So the learning that I gained working in a big multinational organisation still helps me now. And really before that, I would say I worked in retail. I really loved the buzz of retail, and that grounded me. That was something that I did from work experience times. And I think some of the things that have helped me along the way are I'm not scared to change. When I don't like how an organisation is changing or a role is changing, or even just my personal circumstances, I'm not scared to move. And when I started out in my career, I was warned that that would make me unemployable, and I think really the opposite has been true. What people are looking for at the moment is can-do attitude, is skills-based, transferable skills. So what you learn in one job, even if you change to a different sector, if you can demonstrate how that's going to help you and you're confident in that, then don't let it stop you. The other important factors I think that have helped me throughout my career is having a mentor. That's been a really useful and helpful relationship. I now have a mentor at work at the university, and I still have my mentor from my housing days, and both of those conversations and those sources of help are really useful to me. I would say put yourself out of your comfort zone sometimes. Don't be scared to take chances. I left a permanent job to go into housing. It was a fixed term contract. It was a bit scary because I had a mortgage and I was just planning to get married, but it paid off in the end. And the other thing that I would probably say is don't limit yourself. I was first coming into the world of work and being told, well, you have to earn a certain amount first before you can move up the salary ladder. That's not true at all. You should apply for something if you think you meet what they're looking for and let them make the decision. So I really wish you all the best, and thank you for listening and watching.